I'm married and I fully support women choosing to be alone because it's not that women hate men, besides me, because I sort of do. It's that patriarchy is a bad business deal. My marriage is not patriarchal, it's matriarchal. This is a girl's world, and my husband absolutely understands that. He just lives in it, he's just here. And what I'm noticing more and more, and I'm seeing it more frequently, which is also contributing to the male loneliness epidemic, and I've spoken on that before, it's not really an epidemic, it's the consequences of the male species' actions. Sorry to say, but that's exactly what it is. Women are deciding to live alone, stay alone, and completely decenter men from their lives, which I see no problem in it, because I like, you already know me, man-hating connoisseur to the core. But it's not like women just woke up one day and decided, I no longer want love. They decided they no longer want an unpaid job disguised as a relationship. That's what it is. I've never tried to convince any woman that marriage should be the goal. I don't talk down on single women. I do not feel superior. I just do not care. When I see single women that are happily single, because most women are not happily single, most women want partnership, they want companionship. But when I see a happily single woman that's able to wake up and do what she wants in this world and not have to worry about a fucking soul, I applaud it. Because if feeling single feels better than being partnered, the partnership that you were in was the problem. And the reason I'm like that, because peace is very expensive and men are often overpriced. Being married was something that was a flex. I'm a millennial, in the generation before me, and the generation before that, and the generation before that. Being married was a fucking flex. That was the goal for women, was to be married.
I honestly cannot believe what I just listened to. This is just unbelievable. Wow. You claim you don't feel superior to single women, yet you've built an entire identity around being man-hating connoisseur who runs a matriarchal marriage where your husband is merely just here. That's not a partnership. That is a hostage situation dressed up in feminist buzzwords. You openly admit you sort of hate men, then turn around and say your marriage isn't patriarchal, as if declaring something makes it true. A matriarchy is still a gender hierarchy. So you haven't escaped the very system you critique. You've just flipped the boat onto another foot. That is not progress. That is revenge. You call the male loneliness epidemic consequences of male actions. Yet you applaud women cutting decent men out of their lives. Decent men exist, and they are not the caricature you've built to justify your bitterness. Your problem isn't patriarchy. It's that you've confused peace with control. Peace doesn't require your husband to shrink so you can feel large. And calling men overpriced while boasting about your own marriage is the height of hypocrisy. You've got your seat at the table, then pulled the ladder up. That's what I don't understand. Now, the saddest part, you are not liberated. You are exhausted. You've weaponized therapy speak to mask a broken view of love. Real partnership isn't a girl's word or a bad business deal. It's a mutual sacrifice. You've built a prison with a feminist paint job and call it freedom. Don't speak for single women. Speak for yourself. And maybe ask why your husband just live in it. That's not a flex. That is a warning. Ridiculous.